All right, let's go ahead and kick things off this week. My gosh, it feels like it's been so long because we did the Thursday into the Monday, and now it's been a week again. It just feels like it's been forever. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, good boy.
Good.
Yeah, not bad.
Lovely.
I hope everybody out there in the chat is staying safe and happy. We are here again with another episode of Natural Onedars. I'm super excited. It's episode 8 today. Time is flying by.
It doesn't feel like we've been doing this for 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Madness.
Feels about 7 weeks for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7 weeks to 7 weeks to do.
2 months of this game.
I know, right? Who would have
Wow.
thought that you would have stuck around that long, James?
I believe we're not familiar.
I know. I thought I'd have been like week 1, kill my character off, please. And I'm here, and I'm loving it.
I love it too. I love it indeed.
It's good.
Shall we go around and do our shout outs, our names, and all of that? And then I should probably add names to the old overlay, really, shouldn't I?
I mean, that, and you should probably shout yourself out as well, because you haven't done that for like 8 weeks.
I only stream on this channel.
I only really care about this channel, to be honest.
Fair enough. Fair play.
Yeah. But go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's start with... I feel like I've done left to right. I've done right to left. I've done middle. Let's start with Sam. Let's go for the...
little triad.
There's my channel if I ever do decide to stream again. Mr. Lambert Rain. That's me.
The king of the 24 hours, I hear.
Oh, gosh. Please don't. I mean, look. I've got the most under my belt, but... Please, no. Actually, no. I think we're the same now, aren't we?
3?
I think we're 3 for 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie, did you do one over the night when the clocks changed once?
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically I've done one more hour than you.
Don't really matter, though, does it?
Nah, not really. That was my fault.
We got Ark in the chat. Right, let's get this show on the road. Samuel.
Yes.
never-
I also stream Sam Jerkup, Sam JKP on Twitch. Come and check me out. I play a lot of Pokemon, a lot of other bits and bobs as well. But yeah, Sam JKP on YouTube and Twitch, and hopefully I'll see you there
For that good shit. Now we're going to jump over to the Dirty 20 boys.
Hello.
Hello.
So, hello there. So every Sunday over on the newly named Dirty 20 Live,
Dirty 20 Live, baby.
We do a persistent D&D campaign every Sunday at 4 p.m. UK time with Jay and Sam here, who are two of my players. Yeah, we do some D&D content, a couple of other things, and just sporadic other games. So mostly D&D. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I feel like that was a real poor shout out, but
That's all good, man. It's a good channel.
Big plug.
Got everything.
Certainly.
Good.
It is a good channel. Can I say, for someone that doesn't really take an interest in D&D, I enjoy watching. So
There you go.
it's
thank you
for
very
everyone.
much.
It's good shit.
Very fun to play.
It is good shit. Like, I was one of them where I was like, I'll put the stream on to support. D&D's not my thing. I'll put it on to support. I'll drop a lurk. And I was watching for 10 minutes, and then I was there 2 hours later.
Just glued to the stream.
Still there, just like, wow!
Oh my god, natural 20, no way.
Here's where we learn that Bip Bip is less of a character and more just Jamie's true form.
Shut up!
It's like, wait, roleplay?
Yeah, what is roleplay?
I feel like I always leave him till last, so we'll do it again. Dean, you go next, mate.
Oh, absolutely having it.
Yeah, Paymos98 on Twitch and YouTube. A lot of Pokemon, Nintendo stuff, and then a bit of other stuff as well. If I'm looking this way constantly, it's because I've got the football on because West Ham are playing tonight.
Boo.
And we got some bevies in because I work in a school and it is Easter break.
Oh, should I get a bevy as well? Is that okay? I'll do that in the first
I'm
break.
the only one without bevies. What's
Unlucky.
going
I'm not having a bevy.
on? Oh.
And last but not least, or is he at this point? I don't know. JM12 boy.
Am I least?
I don't know.
You're usually least. I'm just gonna do a whole little bit of fireball-y do.
There
What
it
about
is.
you?
Because I'm not on Easter break because I work in retail, but fuck it.
That's why he needs it.
Yeah, that's why I need it. Yeah, JM12 _ on the Twitch. A lot of Football Manager F1 content. Soon to be some Assetto Corsa stuff. I've been practicing that game a fair bit recently. But we have got our F1 League race tomorrow night. We are going to Mexico, where Mitchell is our guest commentator and host for every Tuesday night. It starts at 7 o'clock.
Viva la
UK
Mexico,
time.
baby.
Indeed, it should be a good race.
I'm
I'm
excited.
excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
same. I'm excited to crash. Also, if anyone sees me during the stream, like looking at Dean wherever he is, technically, is it down to my left? I don't know. And just going like this, it's because West Ham are losing.
He says with a West Ham shirt under his jumper.
I've been at work, fuck off.
Right. Well, without further ado, I believe that means we are ready for the game. Let's go ahead and jump into the. My sentence is so disjointed. I always get so nervous. Oh my god, you think I'll be used to it by now? Let's get into the intro crawl. Let's go, baby. I need to check the audio on this because it's usually way too loud, so I've turned it way down. Okay, episode 8. The dust settles, because there was a dust storm. Previously, our party pulled together, past the tense nature of their previous nights, and organized themselves to complete the heist for Zoram. They arranged for Sully and Jikata to complete the repairs on the ship whilst they stayed in town. The party made a stop at Took's Black Market Contact and purchased some supplies before heading to the spaceport to scope out the job. They also made a bomb scare. I forgot about that. Bip bip. Check out the back alley. Whilst Z found a high vantage point, Z spotted a group in an abandoned warehouse, later revealed to be I've lost my place. The group providing the distraction to our party by robbing the bank located close to the spaceport. Kalal entered the port and charmed his way inside to get a look around. He located the shuttle, but did not get a great look at the security systems. After a short battle, the crew secured the shuttle. Z overhears the sounds of armored troopers surrounding the bank heist. He flings his grenade at and decimates the crew, leaving a single survivor.
Yes.
The party fly to safety and land at a location known as the Wailing Stones. All right. And that is where we'll begin today. I one day I might spelling check that intro, but maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of the flavor.
Bip. I check Ali.
You did check Ali. So obviously we left off. You guys had landed in this described as a almost like forest of these stones, but it's subterranean. So basically there are like thousands of these pillars of stone holding up this canopy of rock above you, and you had landed in an opening. And this is a location that Took had previously known to be used for smuggling quite commonly, but for whatever reason, it's been disused as of the past few years, and it gets its name from what you guys now notice to be this constant whistling noise. And they all kinds of ranges from really low to really high-pitched whistles from the way that the wind is pushed and squeezed through the gaps between all these stone pillars. And it is kind of like an orchestra of these different wails and whistles. As you guys are now sat in this small shuttle in this opening in the pitch black of night, what are you guys doing right now?
Rolling Destiny.
Yes, we are doing that. If everyone could let me get the dice pool up, and I will clear it off from last week, so that we can do that. I had so much dark side last week. Let's hope you guys roll better.
Yeah, you did.
Oh no! Oh no! I need to reset the fucking dice. It's not working again.
Oh, the same problem as last week.
Yeah, this is odd. All right, that's fine. It won't take a second. I will do that.
What
Very
the fuck,
quickly.
Richard?
I don't know why it's doing this. That's very odd.
Maybe
We had
at
this
least we know
issue
that's
last week as well, didn't we?
Yeah, that's the thing. We need to check before every week now.
I had to go
At least-
into the
at least it's
game.
noted.
I had to go into the API, and I had to restart the API sandbox. That was it.
Yeah, because like we can't even sync Paul with.
It's working now?
Hmm.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I am syncing Paul with that. Oh yeah, you need to reset it.
That's fine. It's working now, though, yeah? You can roll dice.
Yeah, we can roll.
Yeah,
We can roll.
Right, good. I can go back into the game. So yeah, that's just one more thing we'll have to just check before the game. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
so
good.
you're sat in the... It's pitch black right now. You've got like the inside ship light, so you can see each other, but outside of the ship, it is just... You are surrounded by darkness. And you could just hear these whistles and wails of the rocks around you. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Let's roll the destiny.
Mhm.
I still need to clear it. My bad.
Yeah.
So many tabs to manage. No, that's the wrong button. There we go.
There you
now
go.
it's
Right.
updated.
0-0. Go.
All right, now we can roll. Bit
Fuck.
rolls dark. Took rolls 2
Yes.
right. Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
always roll
Dark
dark.
light.
0 dark. Zaki rolls light. Okay.
Dark.
All right.
Oh.
So the
free.
force is in balance today, so we shall see
3 for 3.
how that impacts you guys.
Yeah, man.
Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced
As
as all things should be.
Yes.
God, wrong Disney franchise.
Wrong franchise, boys. Wrong franchise.
It's the crossover everyone wanted.
That was episode 10. All right. So, the force
That's
feels
right.
in balance today, bit. You sense.
It's calm and normal.
Yep. Apparently, Bip's a droid now.
Misa, no.
All right.
Misa learning language from Z.
I'm gonna turn to everyone who's in the. I think who is in the cockpit.
I'm
room.
pretty sure everyone is in the cockpit at this point.
I mean, from the cockpit, even if we're not. No. I
It
was
was-
asleep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We ended. I went and jumped on the fucking boxes and just took a nap.
That's
I
right.
had
You
rest.
begun your rest. Okay, but the rest of you?
Yeah. Do I gain any wounds back?
Not yet.
Okay.
I was gonna thank you because you did all right. you didn't do too bad. It was a well-oiled machine. That heist.
Yes, it went rather smoothly, which is a rare occurrence with this group.
It got me thinking. If we do need to tell Zoram something, we could always say that the Empire snatched the Wookiees. They're always looking for Wookiee slaves. I know that for sure.
That is a plausible reason. That would make sense.
We could say that they stole the cargo as well. And maybe sell it ourselves.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I've a good hunch what's in. Well, I know what's inside it. We know what's inside it. I just think we don't want the Black Suns on us as well.
We could say the Empire got it.
True.
Of course, the question therein would be, why would the Empire undergo a heist and not simply take the vessel by force? Subterfuge like this is
It has to
not
have some
exactly.
grounds, and I don't think there'd be any grounds for it. I say we
You
just.
seem keen to sell this vessel and its contents.
The Black Suns are underselling us. This is worth a lot more than what they're willing to pay us. And I don't think it's fair.
They are likely a middleman. They have the distribution. This is the product. Unless you have a wide network of distributors, I am unsure exactly who or what you expect to do with this cargo.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the only people I know are in league with the Black Suns, so it wouldn't make much sense.
And of course, the moment that we do sell it, we have once again put a target on our back from the Black Suns by effectively showing our hand. They would likely know that we have sold it. If their communications is anything of quality, they likely have fingers in many pies, as they say, I think.
They have fingers in a lot of places. Maybe we can negotiate a better deal.
That sounds like a good idea. We have the product in our hands. They want the product. It's pretty simple.
I tried bartering with Zoran before, and it was quite. He was stubborn.
I have grown up and worked amongst people who are stubborn, who rule entire planets, and if there is one thing I have learned, it is how to work people of that disposition. I think I can get us a better deal. Remind me what we were being paid for this job?
It was
6,000.
6,000.
Including the Wookiees.
But we got 10,000 credits worth of product in these crates alone.
So we play up the heist. We indicate the fact that there was Imperial presence, and that we are now heightening the payout.
They also do not know that the explosion was caused by me.
Well, we can't be too sure about that, because there was a security system, or there was at least the desk, and I would be remiss to assume that there is not some kind of security within that building, though I didn't find anything myself.
Well, I went through the security cameras, didn't I, Mitch? Did I?
Oh, did you go through the security cameras?
Did you?
Okay.
You turned them off, didn't you?
I don't
I don't think
remember
I
that.
turned them
Uh,
You mean so during the time when you were inside, you went on the
Yeah.
computers? I don't think you had a real chance to closely examine the security system because you were looking to open the cargo doors, right? That was your main goal.
Did I look on the first computer?
Inside there was what you mean?
There's the front desk one,
Yeah,
and
so
there's the one.
the one at the front desk, you recall to be like an admin system. It was like freight schedules and arrivals and departures, and it had the force field door like open and close function. It didn't have access to the security cameras. Kalal, you recall seeing the security monitors on the inside of the shuttle bay, where Zakian, you had you would have noticed them as well. There were some monitors with security cameras. Most of the cameras would have covered the interior of the building, but there was one that covered an external area, but you're not sure if it was the front or the rear entrance. You can't quite remember.
Can I think really hard?
Yeah, you can do a maybe like a knowledge. See if you can remember. Let's see.
Underworld? No.
There's not like a history check, is there? So I'm still thinking with my D&D brain. Let me open one of the character sheets here.
There's Underworld, so would this not have been like an Underworld activity? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. We'll do Underworld. Or to be fair, could do a computers check to see if you can remember what you saw when you were using the computer. But
Right.
if Underworld feels right for you, we'll go Underworld. I'll just make this an average check because you're just trying to recall some information that you perhaps retained.
Well, I think because that's knowledge. It's not really knowledge, is it? Trying to remember, So
Yeah.
we'll go computers.
Let's do it.
Ready?
I am.
Let's roll the night. Oh,
Big success. Yeah, so you take a moment to sort of focus, and you guys watch Zakin closes his eyes and just sort of playing it out through his mind. And you do recall that the camera was on the back alley, watching the back entrance. So Z's incident would not have been on camera.
I relayed that back to them.
At least it wouldn't have been on camera at the spaceport. Because obviously the bank was being heisted as well. So.
Oh, there we go. He's doing it again.
And actually, you left Z behind anyway, so it's okay. Oh, he's back. He was on the ship. I lied. But yeah, so obviously, because the bank was being heisted, you're not sure if maybe that had some kind of recording system as well. But you're covered for the shuttle at least.
There was no cameras at the front. Z, where was you standing when you threw the grenade?
in the front lobby.
Did you step outside?
Slightly.
They might have spotted your toe.
All right. Well, as you guys conversate, it is now. I mean, obviously, it's still very dark. Things go quiet for some time if you're gonna attempt to try and rest here. It will be quite difficult if you all want to stay inside the shuttle.
I'm not stepping out in the cold again.
Yeah, could I step out of the shuttle and do a quick little like scan for any movement or anything that might be alive down here?
It's a challenge to climb past Bit as he has made this makeshift bed in the cargo bay, quite selfishly taking up all the room for himself. But he's like gone. He's asleep. But you get past him. The shuttle door opens and you step out. And the rest of you in the cockpit bay, you hear the clinking of the metallic on metallic. And
This is how Bip sleeps.
he's full starfish, but in a single bed. The only light source you have right now, Z, is what little bit of light makes it out of the shuttle. Sorry, I got distracted by something going on in chat. What little bit of light makes it out of the shuttle? Anything past maybe like 5 feet around you is just pitch black darkness, because on top of this being the desert at night, you are also in a subterranean level.
Yeah. I want to give it a go. Still, just
You want to have a look around.
See if if I can catch any sort of movement.
You're looking for movement. This will be a very hard perception check.
That's okay. I can hope.
Go for
I
it.
have flare.
You do have flares. If you're accompanying him, you could use some if you wished. You have 4 left, I think. Did you use one?
I only got 3.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right.
Well, I didn't go with him, so never mind.
It's all good.
He went off on his own. We didn't have time to do his night vision.
Night vision upgrade.
I am going to get that one day. That's my dream.
Go on then, Sam. I'm ready for you, mate.
Ready? Sweet.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you step down the ramp and you take a couple of steps onto the hard ground, and you begin to sort of pan around the environment, and all you just see is the black of night, and your senses are overwhelmed with this noise. It's much louder outside of the ship, of just this whistling and these droning sounds. Some of them you wouldn't be mistaken to think they were people screaming in the night. They are horrific wails. But you don't spot any movement.
Okay.
It is incredibly difficult to see.
Okay. I'm gonna head back into the shuttle, back into the cockpit, climbing over Bip again somehow.
Sorry, lads.
And doesn't seem to be any movement outside. I believe we are safe for now.
Well, that's good to know.
If you would like to rest, I will keep watch.
I want to take this time to rest.
So Zach, you're going to curl up. You're not big, so you don't take much space, so you can easily find a little spot to have a rest. The rest, Took and Kalal, are you guys going to attempt to have a night skip here?
What are the consequences if we don't?
When was the last time you had a rest? It was
the night before, the day
so
before.
you could realistically go tonight without resting, but anything past that, you're going to start to suffer strain.
Is there enough space for us to rest?
Not comfortably, but you can just sit in the like the pilot's chair or the co-pilot's chair and get a rest. It's not going to be the best night's rest of your life, but it's enough to fulfill the requirement of what you need.
Who's staying up again?
I'm actually gonna stay.
I'll probably keep watch.
I'm gonna
So
go
Z and Took wants to go outside. All right.
I'm gonna kip, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can either just sit in the chair or put your feet up on the dash or whatever. Get comfortable and you can take your rest as well. So that's Bip, Zakian having a quick rest, and Kilo as well. So Z, you are in the ship now. you've come back in, and you see Took. You're standing up and preparing to head outside.
Grab my things.
I want to have a look at the console and see if I can turn some lights on. If there's any lights.
Yeah, the ship did have lights that were on, so you could power those up again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So it's almost like the headlights of a car beaming out in front of the ship. And if you recall, you do see maybe 60 feet out from the ship, there are what look to be some crates, metallic, unopened boxes. And just a little bit further past that, the edge of this opening in the stones.
I am gonna leave the ship,
You follow me?
and I'm gonna go have a look at the crates.
Okay,
which
so-
I assume Took might be as well.
Yeah, that was...
the bait.
So
This is DM enticing 101, and you've fallen for it already.
To be fair, if Bit was awake, he'd have gone as well. So,
all right. So the two of you, either carefully or not, make your way past Bit and down the ramp.
Not careful.
I'm going to leave it.
Behind the ship, it is still incredibly dark.
Mm-hmm.
And to the sides of the ship, similarly, incredibly dark. But you make your way around together towards these crates. As you get closer, you notice the remains of a fire, like a stone fire pit that's completely burnt out, only ash remaining. And as you get closer, or as you're approaching, say maybe you're 30 feet out, if you could just both make a perception check towards the crates for me.
You ready for it?
Yeah, I am. There's a bit of light actually. Don't click anything. I'm gonna add a blue dice because it's like it's almost like there's a spotlight on this area right now. There's not much else to look at. Yeah, I'm ready.
Hey.
Success.
Oh,
both of
wait,
you.
nice.
From both of you.
Some strain.
All right, so you can use
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna get
advantage
some
to
strain.
recover some strain. As you start to get closer, even from this distance, you now notice that these crates they're old and they've been emptied out onto the ground. There is nothing remaining. You just see the tops of them lay open, and you get closer, and your suspicions are confirmed. These have been looted. They are empty. Took you gauge that these are from a time long ago when this smuggling route was regularly used.
Damn, smugglers usually have a good taste in recreational pastimes, but seems like they didn't leave any.
Can I have a look at the campfire and
Yeah.
maybe see how settled the ash is and how old the campfire is?
Make a survival check for me. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look. You sort of crouch down, get real close, and observe. I mean, it's about as old as the campfire can get. Like, it's just ashes, burnt long time ago, protected by the low stone wall that someone had built to keep the fire contained. And as you kind of just shuffle it with your hand just to make sure there's no nothing left in there, you knock some of the stones over and they tumble down. And you swear you hear amongst the wails and whistles a low growl resonate out, lower pitched than anything else you've heard.
It's just Bip snoring.
Did I hear that? Did I hear it? Or was it-
Took you hear this as well, and as you peer, just sort of take a check around you. You see in amongst the pillars of rock, just like pairs of red eyes. Dozens of pairs of red eyes staring back at you.
Don't make any sudden movements. I'm gonna say
T-Rexes?
I'm gonna slowly.
As he says that, can I, with my 360 view, How many pairs of eyes are there? I want to gauge my odds in this situation.
It's hard to there's plenty. If you want to take a moment to sort of count, you see around 7 different pairs of eyes dotted amongst these stone columns. They're still they're not approaching you. They're like holding their ground around this this perimeter. The light maybe disturbing them.
I have had worse odds, but I suggest we make it back to the shuttle.
That's what I was gonna say. On my count, start running. 3, 2, 1, run!
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I
As-
imagine Z screamed.
as you both like this sudden shout of noise and this burst of movement, I need you both to make athletics checks to try and these small dog-like creatures with little tusks and snouts charge out after you and begin sort of scrapping at your heels. I need you to make some athletics checks to try and outrun these guys back to the ship. This will be an average check. You got the jump on them. You were ready to go.
I mean, if your track history of a race proves anything, mate, good luck.
Yeah.
That's right. Z's got long legs. We'll just leave Took long.
I'm gonna add a black dice because of the rubble from the campfire that you knocked over earlier.
Okay.
Is between you and the ship, but I am ready for you guys to do your checks.
Oh,
Oh, Z.
Oh no.
So just rolled a flat nothing.
Yeah.
And Z fails. So you guys begin running, and then all of a sudden, you just feel like the paws of these creatures push you down, Z. And Took, you manage to they just sort of jump at you, and you feel them within an inch of you, but they just don't quite get onto you. But you hear thud as Z hits the floor, and you hear the sound of these
Draw my
canine-like
sword,
creatures.
and I'm gonna try and help him.
All right,
Yeah,
so 2 mementos. We'll go back to this map because I didn't actually prepare a map for this. I didn't think that we'd get to this point.
Forward run.
So we'll come back here. Bip, you're in the ship.
thought they'd roll.
Yeah, he thought they'd get away, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What we'll do? Just So the ship is there. Took's around there. Z is on the floor there. All right. And I will grab some.
Okay.
These
Just
are.
imagine there's no rocks there. There's no the boulders.
Yeah, the stone,
But
the
you know,
boulders.
unless,
aren't there, yeah.
unless they're the pillars.
No, but you guys are in like a clearing of pillars.
Oh,
So
right,
the
okay, I'm
area
with
you
ya.
guys are in is rather barren.
Okay, got you.
Well, we could even say we're in like this, like around here.
Oh, there's not a massive one.
Oh my god.
There's 6 little ones and 1 fucking massive one.
So you definitely know these are called Anuba. They are like pack hunters.
Oh, I knew this. Yeah.
Let's change to the combat screen briefly, or not briefly. Who knows? As Z, you are currently on your, we'll say, front on the floor because you were running away from them and they pounced at your back. In fact, to see if they bring you to the floor, make a brawl check. In fact, what is your brawl stat?
My brawn or
Brawl.
where's brawl? I have 2 green.
Okay, 2 green. So this will be a
Yeah.
2 purple dice check for them. They have 1 skill in brawl, so they'll have 1 yellow, I believe. 1 yellow, 1 green. Is there any reason to give them? You're kind of prepared for this, right? You're like running away from him, so I'm not going to give him any
Yeah,
blue
okay.
dice, but I'm not going to give him any black dice either. So let's see.
Mitch. I mean, in Brawl, I have rank 1, and it's 1 yellow, 3 green.
That's because your brawn stat is like 4.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're
Their
right.
brawn stat is lower than yours.
Okay, makes sense.
It's
Sorry,
gonna be
I
like
didn't
that.
mean to try and kill you there. I
Trying
just
to-
thought.
Trying to kill Z. All right, let's roll this. See how it goes. Oh,
Okay.
Damn.
that is a crit. on the brawl
Fuck.
check. So Z,
do I have to roll against it, or is this just?
no,
just,
so the way those checks work is your skill in it becomes their challenge. It's like a
Okay, I
contested
see.
thing. It's not technically an attack, so the crit wouldn't roll a critical injury, but you do smack your head into the ground as you fall. And it shocks your system and you take 2 strain. As now you are being held down by one of them, and as you draw your sword and turn around to face them, you see they all kind of stop and they do that thing where they kind of spread out and stare off with you as the one that is on Z holds his ground and they're just snarling at you. What are you guys doing?
I want to try and punch it off with my brass knuckles.
Would we hear this in the ship, or
It's
are they too far?
where you guys are already resting. I would need you to make a perception check to see if you hear the noises, because they have left the bay door open, so there is a chance that the noise could be carried in. However, it's going to be challenging because of the nature of this area being quite noisy with the whistling anyway.
So we're all making a perception check. Those
I
of us that are
removed
resting, yeah.
2 step back dice.
So Zakin, if you roll first, because I was going to add some black setback dice, but you have your racial, right, which negates that. So you go first, Zakin.
The Q senses, yeah.
All right, so Zakin, you're kind of curled up wherever you may be on the ship, and then you hear this like heavy thud as Z impacts the ground, and you hear the echoing snarling of this pack of wolf-like creatures, and you spring up.
Do I?
You spring up.
I ignore it. No,
You go back to sleep. All right. Now, anyone else inside who wants to do a perception check can
Yeah,
as well.
fuck it, I'll do it. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Alright, I'll stay asleep then.
Okay, Kalo. You don't hear it, but you instinctively just, something's wrong. You just feel off, and you see out the front window
Fucking
your
Secret Jedi.
friends in their predicament, and bip, you are sound asleep.
Sweet. In a bit, lads. Good luck.
Okay, Took, what was you going to do?
I'm gonna dash up to this one here on
All right.
Z, and I'm
Save
gonna
me.
take a big old swing with it with my sword.
Okay, but I think, Z, you said you were punching it first, right?
Yeah, I want to
Alright.
punch it.
So
with my
Z,
brass
you can
knuckles.
go ahead and make a melee check for it. It's going to be difficult because you are prone and it's on top of you. But it'll be an average check with 1 setback dice, basically.
Okay.
All right. So I'm ready for that. If you want to go ahead and do that. All right, success. So Took, as you ready your sword and begin to make your approach, you watch as Z instinctively just his arm rotates round and just smacks this an Uber, and almost like backhand punch as it tumbles to the side and falls off of you. Z, what damage is your brass knuckles?
I think it's 3. Let me just double check. Come back.
How many wounds do you? How much soak? None. Okay, cool.
Yes, 3 damage.
3 damage. All right. So, and it lets out a yelp and falls to the ground. Sorry. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on now.
Yeah, so I kind of do like a push up, and my arm spins around and punches it off.
Perfect.
And as an incidental, like I can stand up from prone. So
Yeah,
is that
you're able to stand up, and you still have movement if you wanted to just dash away, or are you standing your ground.
I kind of like my odds, to be honest. What does it cost me to switch weapon?
That would be a maneuver.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to my blaster rifle and shoot the.
All right. Well, you've taken your action, so you won't be able to shoot right now, but you can get the gun out.
Okay, I'll get it out.
Okay. So you prepare your blaster rifle as these creatures. They're like fanned out in front of you in this formation, and you get ready. Took, are you still seeing what's happening? Are you still charging in to take a
Charging
slice?
in. Yeah, this one, yeah.
All right. So if you want to move yourself, and you can go ahead and roll a average melee check.
Melee check time. Let's go.
All right. Pretty good. So
Nice.
you rush in and just slice at the one that is sort of acting right now as leader of this pack. And your damage for your sword is with
7.
your perk it adds 2, right?
I think it adds 1. Yeah, I think I've.
So these creatures don't have any soak, so the pierce doesn't matter here because it doesn't have anything to go through.
Great. 7 damage then, yeah.
7 damage. All right. Oh frick! I keep pressing. I keep doing minus. Gosh, they should be on 1 more than that. All right. No, actually, they should be on 3 more than that. My maths is bad.
When I
There we go.
upgrade an attack, what does that mean? Does that mean I can? When it means I can add, I guess, dice to an attack.
Perhaps is that a talent you have?
Yeah. Yeah, I can expend some strain to upgrade.
Oh,
an attack.
okay.
I don't know if that means
Combat talent. Which talent is that? Frenzied, is it?
frenzied attack. Yeah, yeah.
When making a melee or brawl check, suffer a number of strain to upgrade the attack an equal number of times. The strain suffered may not exceed the ranks. So you have one. So you can upgrade. Yeah, you can upgrade it to be. To maybe add a. I'd have to read that in the.
It would
In
be
the-
a blue dice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would be. I think it would be a blue dice for 1 strain. That seems fair, right?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, so
makes sense.
bear that in mind, Nessun. All right, so you slice at it, and it kind of dodges back, but you catch its front legs and gash open its front right, and it yelps and falls back, limping on that leg now. And you see all the rest of them looking over to this this one lead Anuba, and the growling begins to feel less confident as the first one turns and dashes and begins to make its exit. And with that, they kind of hold for a moment. And then all of a sudden it turns into yelps as they all go dashing back out into the forest of rock.
I kind of roar at them. I go, run away then!
Yeah, and you hear them yelping until the sounds of their cries become too quiet and the whistling overpowers it. All right. Close call there.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna run out with my blaster.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
It's all handled. It's all taken care of.
It's okay. Put your pea shooter away.
All right. As the 3 of you stand there, listening to this wailing and whistling, it seems more peaceful. And Took, you now begin to recall stories of aggressive Anuba in the area that pushed out the smuggling routes. With that encounter, that is much more present in your mind now as the reason people stopped using this location.
Oh, well, I thought they'd be tougher than that, but hey-oh. It's clearly these smugglers here ain't worth the salt that they're made from.
I don't think they'll cause us too much of a problem from now. And I'm going to climb up onto the top of the shuttle and kind of stand there like a sentry gun with my blaster rifle
Alright.
out.
Is that how you want to spend the rest of the night?
Yeah, just going to stand there, ready.
Okay, so you take watch with the beams. Are you just watching that area where the light is, or are you scanning the whole area?
I'm going to kind of, be scanning around,
Alright.
just in case.
I'll bear that in mind. The rest of you, did you want to remain awake, or did you want to join the others for the rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go. I'm gonna remain awake and sit at like the mouth of the cave and look up into the night sky.
Yeah, so you can see now where you're away from the main city. There, the sky is filled with all kinds of stars and constellations, and as you pan round at a certain time of night, you catch Quay come into view perfectly above you.
How long was it between us going for a rest and us waking up?
How do you mean? You
He
mean
was
went
asleep
for a rest.
first, wasn't he? And then he got woken up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was not very long. Not very long at all. Maybe like 30 minutes.
I'll stay up then.
So you're gonna stay awake. So
I want to sit. I want to sit on the shuttle as well, off to the side, just with my pistol out.
yeah, you can totally do that. As the three of you very solemnly spend your night. Time passes, and morning comes. Kalo and Bip Bip, you guys are able to regain a wound because you've done your rest.
I've got
and
enough rest for me.
what, 30 minutes? I thought you needed 3 hours.
Oh, I don't have any wound anyway.
Alright, fair play. Fair play. So you got just enough rest to retain your level of wounds. And you watch as Quay dips out of view. And then slowly the sky goes from that dark navy to... I guess the sky here would be blue, but I'm not entirely sure. As the sky lights up for the daytime. Luckily, the winds seem to die down. And the area quietens. And you hear in your pocket a little... like a ringing beep sound of the comlink that Zuram had given you.
Oh, yeah, take that out. Answer that.
Took. It's Zoram. Where are you?
We've had to lie low a little bit. The Empire was on us. We're outside of the sea. In an old smuggling mine.
Make. Is there a deception? Straight deception check? Or have we been using skullduggery for that?
Oh,
No, there's deception.
Is
There
there
is
dece-
deception.
Make a deception check for that. The Empire were on us. This will be hard difficulty because he's a well-informed man.
no
Go ahead.
Sean.
I'm ready
Can
for
I
you,
use
sir.
light side point?
You absolutely can, sir.
Getting on it early.
What is the intent of your light side?
God. The intent of it is. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can't think of any justification. Actually, yeah, it's true.
For him to believe what you said?
Yeah, more. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
that's
of
fine.
Some RP sense for it, but I don't know what.
We'll work it. If you go ahead and spend one light side point. Oh, you know what? I haven't done one thing, but I'll do that. All right, there it is. So you make that check. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
He does go silent for a moment. You don't hear any response to. What did you say? So you said the Empire were on us. We have to lie low. We're outside the city, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
That's... I suppose the distraction didn't go so smoothly. Some smooth brain blew them up. Thought it wise to throw a grenade at some stormtroopers. I have severely reprimanded them, don't you worry. It might be wise for us to make the exchange of the goods outside of the city then.
I think you could be right, yeah.
Could you send me your coordinates? We could make
Yeah.
the exchange there if you're in a safe location.
Yeah, we're in a safe location. We haven't got the Wookiees. I'd have to go pick up the Wookiees.
This is inconvenient.
Well, we've just only come from the port. We didn't take the cargo with us. It makes sense.
Well, you had one with you in town, did you not, Took?
I didn't have one in town with me. I sent him back.
You're not supposed to use the cargo. We'll talk about this later.
I needed my ship fixing. You understand? They make useful muscle.
Yes, they are particularly useful for that. Alright. Alright, we'll have to deal with it, won't we? Where are you? Well, send me the coordinates. We'll meet with you as soon as we can.
I'll send you my coordinates. Remember the old whaling smuggling spot?
Yes, I recall it. Alright, we'll be there soon. Stay put.
Alright, see you then.
Put down the comlink and then go back to the others.
All right. So at this point, Z and I'm assuming you sat a little bit distance from the ship. You turn and you see Z and Zatkin sitting on the outside. You would have known they were there from the night before. As you make your way towards the ship.
Zoram's on his way.
How long until he arrives?
My prediction, if he's coming from Kowloon, it won't be long.
We was about 40 minutes out, wouldn't we?
Your best guess, yeah, you're about 4 minutes out.
Does he think we have the Wookiees?
He knows we don't have the Wookiees, but he knows we had one in town. Don't worry, I smoothed that over us so that we were using him for muscle. But what we need to decide on is maybe calling ahead to Sully, getting him to hide Jakarta.
Do we have his number?
I don't think so. I've got comlink. Maybe you can, I don't know.
Maybe we can call our ship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk into the ship. Try and see if I can do that.
So are you going to use the shuttle's comm system, or are you going to use a comlink individual device?
Well, we took the tracking off the. We took the tracking off.
You've turned the coordinates tracker off, but you would know that different systems can be tracked in different ways, and perhaps using the comm system would light you up like a Christmas tree on any system looking for that specifically.
But I can use the comlink. But didn't we get the comlink from?
You got a comlink from Zoram. You know it's possible, but it would be more difficult to do with a handheld comlink due to the limitations of that device. It's not impossible. It would take some tinkering and a little bit of time, but you could feasibly do that within a half-hour period, or you could just use the shuttle systems to do it immediately, at the risk of revealing yourselves to the wrong people.
Do we know that? Well, do I know that Kurlau? Don't you have?
You don't. Not in character, I don't think. I don't think Kurlau was revealed. I don't think Kurlau was revealed that to you.
I think I did last time. I remember saying that I also had a comlink, but I don't remember
that
who
when
it
Zatkin
was
in?
to.
You've definitely said that, but I think that might have been when it was Team Cave and Team Chaos. But
It might have been. It was either last session or the session before. I don't remember.
Yeah. So I don't even know who got the comlink from then, would I?
No.
Okay. I could use the comms from the ship, but they might track us from that. I'll use your. That's all right, Took.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't use the channel it's on though.
All right, I'm gonna start tinkering away, trying to contact our ship to contact Sully.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to make a computers check. This will be hard with a setback dice, because this is as you begin to examine the comlink, it has already had some kind of modifications done to it, but nothing that you can't figure out with some time. So go ahead and make a computers check for me, Zatkin. All right, yep, success. So over the next 30 minutes,
he's got no strain.
Yeah, boom, perfect. So whilst Zakin sits and tinkers with the comms device, is there anything the rest of you guys want to be doing? As the sun has now risen and you can see now around you, it still gets dark past the lip of the circular opening in the roof, but you have this circle of sunlight now where the ship is landed.
Am I awake yet?
You are awake. Everyone is awake.
Okay.
I'm still just gonna stand up there like a sentry gun, just
Keeping watch.
looking around, just making sure them things don't come back.
All right.
Can I just have a chat with everyone and just make sure I'm aware of everything that's gone on, sort of thing. So it's just be like, there's a captain. What Misa miss? Misa sleep. Anything important?
Oh, yeah, bunch of Anuba come and attack us, and now we've got Zoram coming, so we gotta figure out what we're doing about this Wookiee situation.
Noah who?
Anuba, these pack animals. They're nothing like a Wendigo, a Bandigo, I mean.
Okay. Okay, miss and not miss much then. So Zoram on his way here to take the shuttle?
Yeah, we're trying to call ahead to Sully.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else the rest of you guys are doing, or?
Are we still trying to extort more money?
Yeah, when he gets here, we'll see what we can do. We'll tell him about the. I've already told him that we've had the Empire tail us. He seemed to believe us.
Maybe Kala use your use a diplomat. Use your words and use a charm. Use a smile. Convince him to give us more monies.
That is exactly what I intend to do. However, it would have been useful when we had the upper hand. He didn't know where we were. Now he does. That puts us at a disadvantage.
Did we send him our coordinates?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say we.
Took fucked off. Typed everything.
We can still make it work. It will be harder. But we can still make it work.
Isa believe in you. You're very good with words. Misa not so much, but you're good.
That is true, I suppose. However, this man is not a diplomat. Is he, Took?
In some senses, he is the representative of the Black Suns on Cyrilla. So he's a criminal diplomat, yes.
A different breed.
If things get hairy, Misa think we shall need a signal in case you need maybe this, and I just point to my lightsaber.
I actually agree with you there. If things get hairy, there is one thing we can do.
We shall bip and run?
That was terrible.
Oh no, Misa try. Well, what are you going to say then?
I was just gonna say we blast him.
I mean, Misa good for that, but we call out. We need a signal from you.
From me?
Yeah, you should do the diplomat thing. Is things go wrong, you should say secret word, and then we should know to come a blasting. And Misa stabbing.
How about forfeit? As in, we are forfeiting the deal.
Huh?
We should doing what now?
That is the code. That is what I'm suggesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
so look, you also thought that too, yes?
I
Okay.
was gonna say, I was gonna.
We said nearly blast you.
Yeah. we sure did. I ain't come all this way to not make credit.
Believe me, Took, if there's one thing that I know for sure, it is that.
No, I didn't come all this way to not make credit. Yeah. Too right, baby. Too right. Now let's get ready. Let's see how this little furry friend's getting on with the comms.
Yeah, and with that, I can hear an echo, guys. If someone could check that out. I don't know who it is. Hang on. Hello. All right, it's better. And with that, Zakian, you're able to just fiddle with the last little bit you needed, and you are now able to tune the comlink to it's back. Essentially, reverted any modifications on the comlink, which had made it a one-way channel, and you're able to contact other individuals with that now. So that is basically a regular comlink again, and you remember the ship's contact details from your time on there, so you're able to contact Sully.
Hello, Sully. Hello.
Oh, I didn't know this ship had a comlink. Oh.
This ship has a lot of things that you don't know.
It's Jakarta, by the way. Sully's outside doing some repairs.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't say that. I say, Z, I can't understand you.
I climb off the top of the ship and come walking over, and I'm gonna take the comlink, and like a little wire comes out, and I plug it in.
Perfect. Yeah. And then he says again,
Hello, are you there? Can you hear me?
Jakarta,
Oh, yes, Zakian, yes, hello.
how's the ship coming along?
Oh, just fine. I think Sully's just finishing up the last. It was something to do with the rear. I don't know. It's still above my head. But he's finishing up, yes. Shouldn't be long now.
Listen, Jakarta, listen. Have you seen anyone while repairing the ship last night?
No, I had a lovely night's rest.
You need to go hide.
Oh, like right now?
Like right now.
Would you
right
suggest? Would
Like
you?
right now.
Oh yes, I will hide. I will. Yes, I will. Do you suggest on the ship or somewhere nearby?
No, you need to go back to Camp. Not Camp.
Camp-
Cleish.
Oh
Camp
gosh, that was a flight. I don't know the way there by foot.
Oh, you need to get Sully to help you. You need to hide.
Yes. Okay, sure. We'll make sure that happens. Are my sisters safe?
Yes.
make a charm check.
Oh fuck. All right.
Yes.
That was so sus. Fucking. Go on, I'm ready.
Oh, fucking hell.
Zakian, if anything happens to my sisters, I will rip your little arms off and throw you around.
It was Turk.
What did that? We'll talk about this later.
Right, bye.
All right, and the comlink connection goes dead.
Oh, fucking
I
hell.
think that went quite well.
All right. And with that, we're going to take our first quick break. We'll be back. I'm going to call it 5 today because it's 10 past.
Yeah, I might need a touch longer.
We're going to take 10 minutes and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, mate. Cool, because I need to put dinner on. Thanks, boy.
Enjoy. Right. Bye. See you soon.
See everyone soon.
I am unmuting us. Let's do it, baby. All right, we are back.
Oh, it's
Back straight
Now.
back. All right.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
We are back. Kalal will be with us in a short moment.
He's
All
just
right,
on
so-
the he's busy.
Tying the knot.
Yeah. You guys estimate. You're not entirely sure how far from the city you are, bear in mind, because you were flying in the middle of the night. You think you're around 45 minutes from town. About 30 minutes have passed since Zoran made the call to you, Took, and you've just let Jakarta know. You've all heard Jakarta threaten to throw Zakin around.
It just as a thing that I will like have in the back of my head. I want to be kind of like keeping track of the time, and when I estimate he's about like 5 minutes away. I want to climb back onto the top
And be ready.
Yeah, just in case, you know, be a little
Alright.
be a little bit intimidating.
Noted. All right. You going with that angle, are you? Okay. All right. What are you guys doing right now?
What's Took, you sir the captain, you sir deal with the Black Suns. What's the plan when he show up? Do we sir all need to be here and look like we sir ready for business, or does some of us hide, ready for
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
in case we need to do stab?
I'd say keep one of you somewhere. Yeah, maybe either you. Wait, maybe not you because you're quite clumsy. Maybe
Hey.
you, Zakian.
Me's going to say if we still need to fly away very quickly, he's the best man for the job.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
small as
I'll
well.
stay on the ship. It's
So-
safe
so he-
space.
So he's to stay on the ship, and then Z stays on the top of the ship,
In case things get messy.
Yeah,
and then me, sir, you, sir, and he, sir, we, sir, go to negotiation.
yeah, exactly that.
Hey, Misa like the sound of this. I mean, Misa no speak because Misa fuck it up. Misa would try to, you know, look big and strong and intimidate. And if things get heavy, I'll just flash this.
Yeah, I think that might intimidate him quite a lot if you start bringing that out.
I mean, he's not so big, but it's still a lightsaber.
Yeah, you don't see them often.
Exactly. You shall not see me often. A Gungan trusted with one of these. Moi.
All
I'd say we
right.
get outside. Get ready for him.
So you guys set up your little perimeter. If you could put your... So imagine like where these pillars are, like the roof of this cabin ends, yeah? So you've got like a... We'll just draw like a line, I suppose. There's like this area, which is like the opening.
Yeah.
And then anything past there is like densely packed stone pillars. Where are you guys standing right now?
So that's the opening that we came in through. That's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
the
So
sky.
between where the ship is and the lip of the cave, it's like, I don't know, like 60 to 70 feet tall. It's pretty deep underground. It feels it's a pretty large cavern. Very interesting area. Let's see. We'll go to this screen. All right, cool. So yeah, where are you guys gonna be as you are getting prepared now for Zoram to arrive?
I'm gonna be on top.
All right, so Z climbs up onto the top of the shuttle. The rest of you guys can place yourself wherever you would like to be.
Is Zakian in the ship?
I'm in the ship.
Is that what we're playing?
All right, so Zagan, if
I
you
won't be in sight, so I won't be like sitting.
so what was that? You cut
behind
out a
the
little
cargo.
bit. You want to go into the cargo bay and hide behind some cargo?
Yeah, let's say
Okay.
something like that. Because I don't
That's
want to be.
Okay. And then I'd say,
Either.
Jay, you got point of call on this, or you and maybe being as your lead negotiator. Where are we standing? Are we standing at like the drop of the cargo bay door, or
Put your little ninja symbol there, Zakin.
Yeah, I'd say we spread out a little bit just in case, but also stay close to each other.
okay?
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that I can like drag out to just sit on?
I've just looked at the map.
There were the crates by the fire from the past smugglers. You could easily grab one of those like metallic crates and sit on one of those.
Okay. How big are they? Like just little stool size?
They're like they'd be quite comfortable to sit on. Yeah, like stool-sized crates.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just put one over that to like the kind of like near the cargo bay doors, but like a fair distance away, like maybe 30-40 feet or so from the actual door itself.
Okay, so we'll say that we'll rotate this round. Yeah, the cargo bay is at the top side of this token. Yeah.
Okay. Most
So-
like the center.
Yeah.
Sorry. So that circle I've drawn is like the opening you guys have. They could land anywhere within that area. You don't know where they're going to land, obviously.
Okay.
So I've just asked you guys to just position yourself where you would like to be.
Cool.
Are you happy?
guess. I kind of want to position myself sort of like behind where the ship is as far behind as where they will land. So I guess there.
Alright.
Why not?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Probably
So you-
overthinking it.
That's fine. And the rest of you, sorry, Bip and Took, are you guys just gonna remain where you are?
I feel like I'm just want to be sort of the muscle, so I'll just be like a little bit behind him, if that makes sense.
All right. So
I feel like he's gonna lead the negotiation to try and get more money for this. So I'll just be like there, ready to go.
sounds perfect. A little bit more time passes. You start to get a little bit impatient as it feels like Z was like, he's 5 minutes away. And you're not sure. You're like, oh, feels like it's been longer than 5 minutes. Where the hell is this guy? And then all of a sudden you begin to hear at first you believe it to be the wind picking up and the whistling begin to pick up between the stones from the night before. And then you come to realize that it's the humming of a shuttle approaching. As you see a similar shuttle land, and out walks a singular, familiar-looking Foline man on his own as he approaches you. The shuttle bay door opens. He walks out. I see the shuttle is in one piece. That's good. I hope we can
Almost.
say the same for my cargo.
Oh, the cargo, yes, yeah. It's all there. And you did well in not telling me what it was. I haven't looked inside, but you bet I know.
Yeah, we're aware of that, Took. That's why I didn't tell you.
The trust. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Well, we wanted to give you the best chance to succeed, and trust me, if you were to open those containers, you would very much so have failed. And you know the cost of failure, don't you, Took?
I do, all too well. All too well, but have I let you down yet?
No, that is the one thing I can say about you, Took. You are reliable. You get shit done. Can I see the cargo, please?
We were not aware that the Empire were going to be involved in this.
They weren't supposed to be involved in this, were they, Took?
No, they were not. But, alas, they were. So we were wondering if we could have a little bit of sprinkle of credits on top. You know, for the threat.
What are you playing at?
Not playing at anything. Just talking damage control.
Interesting term you use there. Damage control. The deal was made. You were there as well. And he points at you, Carlisle.
I was.
6,000 credits upon the delivery of my spice and my Wookiees. Now, I don't see any Wookiees, and also I don't see any spice. I'm not liking where this is heading.
Zorn, please. My captain here is a brash and often impulsive man. You, however, I think we both know, are a good and clever businessman. And that is why I know that you will be open to discussing terms when a deal is struck and the terms of that deal are not laid out as properly as they should be, and when eventualities come into the mix, as they have done.
Make a charm check, Mr. Carlisle. Let me
God.
set up this dice pool.
Fine, I believe in you. I've put Bip-Bip's full faith in you.
Oh God, don't do that.
I am ready. This is going to be a
Right,
hard
this-
check with a singular setback dice because of the nature of these negotiations.
Okay. Fuck. Did it roll?
I'm ready.
Did
Oh,
not
is it?
roll? Okay.
Is it
Let me
is it
try
doing
again.
that thing where it is slow?
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Just all advantage and all
Oh.
disadvantage. All advantage and all threat.
Nothing.
Just a
My
flat.
God.
I always get confused on how to
Weird.
roll to rule these, but I guess it just counts as a failure technically.
Yeah, but no bad happens.
Now here's the problem. I'm not here to negotiate with you. I'm here to pick up my cargo and leave. I can take my credits with me or I can give them to you. But either way, I'm leaving with my cargo.
Well, as you are aware, part of your cargo is not here. So I return to my previous statement that when a deal is struck and the terms are not best laid out, negotiation must take place. You threw two things together, two separate deals into one. I would like to discuss the terms of both of them. One for the spice, and one for the Wookiees.
The mysterious Wookiees. You
Not so
see,
mysterious?
well, I've had plenty of reports that a lot of you have been seen with a Wookiee in town, at least some of you. And now, just like that, when I come calling to collect, no Wookiees to be found.
Did you expect us to take these very precious pieces of cargo onto a heist mission where the huts were working out of? That would be incredibly foolish. Of course, we have them stored somewhere safe, somewhere secret.
And where would that be then?
Well, here comes the part where we negotiate.
We already set a price. 6,000 for the cargo and the Wookiees. What? You know what? I'll humor you. I'll hear you out. What say you then?
I suggest that we make a new deal. One that is favorable to us both. We both get what we want. We make a deal with the spice. We know the terms. The credits are passed on, as are the spices. Then we make a deal with the Wookiees. The Wookiees are not here. You know that. We know that. We do not wish to deal with them any longer. You are correct. We did bring them into town. One of them. But, Zoran, surely you must know that, what was his name? Trex is a fool. He had these slaves tied up. What good are Wookiees for their labor if they are weakened? We were making sure that they were exercised properly. And you can rest assured they were.
They've got a good feed as well. You know, that Trex. I always insulted his integrity as a slaver, but he wasn't even feeding them properly.
Truly a disgrace to his profession. And to yours.
All right. Okay, let's talk about this. The spice. The price I offered you for the spice was 5,000 credits. The Wookiees, 1,000. You're proposing we do 2 deals.
I am indeed.
So we'll do the spice here and now, and then you'll take me to the Wookiees.
We can certainly arrange that.
It will be arranged. One way or another. I'm not someone you want to be testing. I would like to see the spice now. Where is it?
Bip bip. Go fetch the
Miss-
spice.
Oh, good day. I'll run and grab it.
So
Start
you
bringing
just
it out.
there's lots of it. So are you just going? I mean, there's enough crates that you were able to make a bed of them last night. So do you just grab one, just to take it out and?
Yeah, just to show him it's
Alright.
there. I'll grab one there.
All right.
Just bring it out.
So he takes it from you, and he places it down and cracks it open.
What do I know? How many more are in there?
I mean, there's quite a few. We'll say there's 12 crates. A dozen.
Okay, fine. Just so I know there's a number.
Yeah, 12 crates. You've given him one. He cracks
Okay,
it
cool.
open and took you. Like you see that dust of like this light blue colored powder float out. Easy now. And he takes out a small little blade, stabs it into the pile. Would you like to quality test this, Took?
I thought you'd never ask.
And he takes a waddle up to him.
He doesn't. He just holds it out.
Take a fucking big
Captain.
Oh, you take a big old sniff. This is the realest reel you've had for some time. I don't know the exact effects for real spice, but there is some rules for spice.
A motherfucker.
This man's about to reveal all of our plans.
Well, you don't know, that kid's actually just jumped in one of the cargoes.
Just gonna send you away.
So there's so many types of spice. It's unreal.
Is on here it says it just is a pain relieving effects.
Oh, if you've got wounds, mate, you're sweet.
Is that? Are you looking at one for real spice specifically?
Yeah, for real spice specifically, yeah.
Okay. So for Avabush, it says, when attempting to conceal the truth, upgrade the difficulty of the check once. A character may only upgrade a single ability die to a proficiency die. A character may only upgrade a single ability die to a proficiency die on any given check. So it like limits your ability. But I won't use Avabush. We'll use the real one you've got. If you could just link that to me though, so I can see it as well, because I can't. It's not on the FFG wiki reel.
Okay, I found it on here, yeah. Just everyone check that out. It looks pretty
Oh yeah, that is the right page. Oh right, I just spelled it wrong. That's my bad. Okay, cool. So ignore effects of any easy or average critical injury result. That's pretty good. 2 doses allow ignoring the single hard critical injury result. Oh shoot! So you can actually ignore critical injuries using real.
Yeah.
1 effect ends. Suffer injury result as normal. Oh, okay. So it just sets it off. And add 2 setback dice on all checks until the end of the session.
Oh.
So bear that in mind.
Oh.
You are gonna feel that. So, Took, how does this affect you?
Right. So
During the moment, this is a very small
small dose.
small amount. So the effects might not be as potent, but we'll see.
What did I miss much? Was it
Reading.
just the effect?
We just read a rule, yeah.
Oh, I just
Yeah,
Which was...
I typed it to you.
Oh, took it. Right, okay, cool. Fine, sweet.
Yeah, so he's just quite heavily, almost sedated in a way. In a way, he takes a kind of bit more of a cooler kind of presence. He's like, after that initial shock, he feels a bit, yeah, he's quite spaced out.
All right. He sheaths the little blade. That should be him subdued for a short time. We can now converse.
I have to thank you. Thank you very much. That was a blessing.
I need to get some more of this if this is what it does.
He won't be having any more of mine unless you're buying. But that's not the point. That is his.
Yours, but...
Just remember, that is his crutch. His weakness. He can't resist this stuff.
I mean, if he's get antsy and angry, we just give him some of this and then we put him to sleep. It's okay.
He seals the crate back up. He positions the lid and hits it with the back of the blade, the pommel. So, do you have a gold price in mind for the job? It went fairly smoothly. You say there was an Imperial presence, but...
There was.
They, to my understanding, were there to deal with the bank heist, not your heist. Is my intel incorrect?
Your intel is correct. They were responding to that. However, when we were investigating, we did initially see these Imperials land, and we were not expecting such a force. Whilst they did not directly influence our heist, that was because we are professionals and know what we're doing. However, that does not negate the risk involved. I'm not an unreasonable man, Zoran. I am not stupid. You have overheads. You want to make a profit. I understand that, and I respect that. As a smart businessman, it is your diligent duty to do so. I would like 6,000. 1,000 more.
Make a charm check. Or is there another check you had in mind?
No, charm would be pretty great.
All right.
I'm trying to street talk him, you know?
Yeah, charm it is then.
All right. You ready?
Yes, sir. I am ready. Success. He goes very quiet for a moment, and you can see him. It's like that math gif of the lady. You know what? I think I can make that work. And he pulls out a little data pad and he just quickly begins tapping away. I think I don't like it. But I like your attitude, and it's not worth the bloodshed. There's been enough of that, and to be honest, it's a pleasure to talk to somebody with some sense.
And the same to you.
Sense.
Of course, Took is a very effective agent. He's just not... You know how he is. Anyway.
You got your spice, quit complaining.
Yes, if you could load that onto my shuttle now, I will go and fetch the credits for the spice.
Z.
I prop up.
This is the first time Zoram has seen a lot of you. Bip, how, do you... I always forget, is your weapon, is it concealed in your cloak, or is it on a belt?
Yes. No. It's concealed in the cloak.
Alright, so he can't obviously see that.
No.
How did you... That's an IG model assassin droid. They fetch Quite a price. How did you come across one of those?
Can I hear this conversation?
I mean, he's not being quiet. So, yeah.
If there was any safety or anything on my gun, I very quickly like flick it off and start like just handling it a little bit more like freely.
Whoa.
Stand down, Z. We still need to recode him a little, but that is why we got a small discount.
He brings us drinks.
You see him, Z. There's like a light in his eye when you get a little like angsty with him.
Hearing Took say that, like my sensors like start shimmering and like some of them flicker a little bit as I climb down off the shuttle.
You need some memory wipe that droid. He certainly has some personality.
If you have anyone in mind, that would be useful.
Well, I could hook you up with somebody, but it's a thing that needs to be done routinely. It's a problem astromech droids have, man. He seems stuck on that, but he goes into his shuttle, and a couple of moments pass as you guys start getting the spice. Are you bringing it all the way to his shuttle, yeah, for him?
Yeah, bring it all the way. I'll do it. I'll be quite slow in doing
So,
it.
Took's helping. Z, are you doing it as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna clip my gun under my cloak and start taking the crates in. And I wanna, as I'm bringing them in, I wanna have a little, see if I can have a little look inside his shuttle, see if there's anyone else in there.
You look around and you do spot there is a pilot. As Zoram is in the cockpit currently, the doors are open. You do spot a pilot, but no one else here right now. And as you enter, Zoram turns around and says, "You, IG unit."
I just turn to him.
You're... How to say this? You're quite the individual, aren't you?
I do not understand.
You don't have to play coy with me. I've dealt with IG droids similar to you before, A, B, and the such. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, as he says that, like all of his senses just immediately like shift. I have heard of these droids.
Well, they're your brothers, are they not? In a sense.
In a way. Affirmative.
What brings you out here so far away?
You know my model. I am a bounty hunter. There are credits. I am here.
I never thought I would see another. You are quite rare, the IG-AT. He like looks you up and down. 6.
Affirmative. There are not many of my model left, to my knowledge.
No, I don't think there are. Anyway, if you see your brothers, say hi.
I'm not gonna give him a reply to that. I'm just gonna turn around, and as I do, I'm gonna kind of flick my cape and reveal like my guns, my arsenal to him, and go back to bringing the crates in.
As you're leaving and you show him like your weapons, he says, "If you ever want to put those to good work, you know who to call." And you leave, and he follows you out, and he has now got a small briefcase in hand. And he approaches you, Kalo, as you linger in the center. This is the 6,000 I had brought with me. I did not plan a negotiation. But you have been reasonable, and you did do an exceptional job, so You have earned a little bit of good faith. And he holds it out.
I'll go to take it.
Feel free to count, but I don't make mistakes. 6,000 credits on the dot. Any more, and we will need to make a stop back in the city. Or be paid at a later date. There is still the matter of the Wookiees to discuss, but I would like to receive some kind of assurance that you still have them. As it seems to me that you are dancing around the issue of their location.
Dodson Schmonson, they're back at the ship in the holding bay.
Huh. In the holding bay.
Yeah.
They are indeed.
Alright, and the ship is near here, or... Will
It
we-
is near.
Okay. Shall we move there for the next stages of our negotiation?
I think that would be acceptable. However, you seem a little light in your pockets.
What do you mean?
You yourself said you brought 6,000 credits.
I
No
did.
semblance for negotiation. Where are your chips, Zoran?
I have plenty, don't you worry. I'm not foolish enough to carry my bank account around with me.
Very well.
I am not a man who makes mistakes. I bring what I need. And at that point, he raises a hand in the air, and you see on the ridge now, like,
of course.
6 or 7 guys with rifles. I am careful.
You have insurance. Of course. We will continue the negotiations.
We'll follow you there. We'll take the shuttles.
Very well.
Good.
One last thing.
Of
Are you
course.
wishing to keep this shuttle?
No. It's yours to do with it. In fact, I believe I initially stated that you were to dispose of it.
Of course.
However you wish.
Very well. I'll look over to Turk.
He's just zoning out.
Someone-
looking at his shoes.
Someone please bring him back on the ship.
I'll go grab his clothes on his shoulder and start pulling him back towards the ship.
Hey, get off me, you stinking droid.
Biologicals.
I can walk myself.
I'm not gonna let go. I'm gonna keep dragging him.
Ah!
All right. Don't kill each other on the flight. And he
Oh, really
goes,
like that.
I would find it rather entertaining. Yes. He goes and gets in his ship. As you watch as they are you guys taking off and preparing to move?
I think I'm just kind of waiting until everyone's got back into the ship.
All right. So yeah, you guys are all in the shuttle now.
Have they lifted off? Have they lifted off yet, or are they just waiting for us to lift off?
They're
first?
waiting for you, yeah, it seems.
Okay.
As they walk in, I go, so what happened?
We negotiated. 6,000 credits for the spice. We are to negotiate on the Wookiees, but of course, that is a problem.
Misa suggests that Zach and you still have the talkie thing to speak to Sally.
Yeah, got it right here.
Maybe we should speak to him to tell him when we arrive to act like frantic, say Empire, they come, they steal the Wookiees. Does that not make sense? If he's in on it? Because Misa not think we have told him yet what we are doing. And maybe we should slip Sally some extra credits. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
Get him to shoot the hull a few times. Make some blaster.
You want to damage the ship? What is wrong with this guy?
It's just the exterior. Miss, I think it's worth it for 6,000 credits, and we take the Wookiees home. This was our mission.
Took might be high, but that is actually probably the best idea he has come up with thus far.
Real is good for my brain, all right?
It actually seems like it is, though.
I'm cranky when I haven't had my dose.
You are more than cranky.
All right. So are you guys going to attempt to contact Sully in Jakarta?
No, not yet. We'll
All right.
fly.
So you begin flying, and as you take off, the other shuttle begins to follow you, and you notice as you crest out of the opening, another shuttle had landed on the dunes there, and they also take off and begin to follow you. During this,
Did we get an idea of how many were around the top?
from what you saw, 6 or 7 who
Ah,
revealed
these-
themselves.
C still likes those odds.
You said that.
All right.
All
And
right,
are you, so as you're flying now,
I'm gonna get the com working.
uh-huh.
It's called Sully, and I'm gonna pass it over to Curlau.
As you make the call, there is no response. Because you can only contact the ship,
To the
and
ship.
you told them to hide somewhere that was not the ship.
Oh.
Jakarta.
They are gone.
I told Jakarta, not Sully. I carry on fixing the ship.
You so fucked us.
This is okay. This is...
Can we contact the camp?
Perhaps we can spin this. We
Mm,
entrusted the slave with the mechanic. The mechanic freed the slaves. It's not a great story, but it's the one that we have right now.
And then
Also, fixed our ship and then freed the slave. That doesn't make sense.
we didn't even pay him the full amount. You're genius. You're a genius. We don't have to pay him more money.
It
I
might
mean,
be enough
That's
to
a
throw
good.
them off.
Yeah, that's a could be good to the story. We should not pay him, so he goes, okay, I'll free your slaves if you're not going to pay me. Maybe that'll work.
Can we contact the camp?
Camp Clash, can you contact it? Probably not. They don't tend to keep many comms. Only a few of them do. I wouldn't know the frequency.
You should not know much right now. You're so high as fuck.
I know a lot. I know more than you.
Where do I leave?
Most people know more than me, but you, sir, in the state you're in, me, I don't think so.
Where did I leave the astromech?
He is at the ship,
Mm,
the Great Thang.
yeah, that makes sense.
How neatly of a bow do we want to tie on this situation? We, at the moment, we have a fairly well tied up knot. However, if we do in fact blame it on this mechanic, when he returns to the town, he will tell the truth, and whether the Black Suns believe him or not, it will raise suspicion against us, and they will likely come after us. A situation we were hoping to avoid in the first place. So either we have to blame him and silence him.
Blame
Which is
him.
not exactly a situation I would like to do.
You want to kill Sully?
I
Blame him.
don't. That's
and
what I'm
bury him.
saying. I don't.
You need to break a few Trandoshan eggs if you're gonna make a flomler.
What the fuck did you
That's not the saying. That is the drugs.
I didn't realize Thrisk was also on this shuttle.
Fuck you. Alright, bye, Sam.
Bye.
He jumped out the ship.
See you later.
These
My
powers-
Discord didn't approve of the joke.
Out of the airlock.
My Discord didn't like the joke, sorry.
Okay.
Either way, we're going to have to pretend that the situation there is not what we know it is. We're going to have to lie and do it well. I sincerely doubt this man is poor at sussing out deception.
Unless you use your job. You used it to get an extra 1,000 credits.
Sweet talking only goes so far when someone is very set in their beliefs. However, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, is there any force, things, any magic you can do to help with the situation?
I mean, Misa may be able to try something if you negotiate and it goes bad. Misa slyly may be able to try and get in his head, but if it goes bad, it'll go bad.
Well, I get the feeling that when it goes bad, it will go bad anyway.
I mean, if Yusa thinks there's nothing to lose, Yusa give me the signal and Misa do...
If it goes bad, I will make sure he is unalive.
Misa thought I was bad with words.
Okay.
You mean dead?
Affirmative.
Affirm what? Yes?
I'm exiting the conversation. He's not here for this.
The signal for you, Bip Bip. I will wave my hand.
And Misa wave back. Hello.
Is that how that works? I don't know.
I mean, Misa tried to do it. Misa do a subtle wave. Maybe by my side, I also try to get in this man's head. If it's go bad, we probably going to have to fight. But
Bear that in mind.
we shall not get to that point because you're so sweet talk us out of this, my friend.
I would not put all those Trandoshan eggs in this basket.
Doesn't work like that. You can't fit Trandoshan eggs in a basket.
That depends on the size of the basket.
You can break them though. You can make a lovely flomlet.
Okay.
You,
That's a
you
fucking
know, in the state you are in, does that make your shooting better or worse?
It depends how long this is gonna last. I think when I start coming down, I might get the shakes.
I would say at this point, you feel like you're right on the cusp of it fading.
We better get there quick.
But that might be okay. And I pull out some of the spice.
What?
Which I pocketed while waiting for the ship.
Oh, how much did you take there, sir?
I thought it was him who was going to do that.
only a vacuum-sized pocket.
Like how many doses? It would be like in terms of how many doses. So you're taking like a pocket size, so that might be like 3 or 4 doses.
Yeah, let's say
All right.
4.
It's probably not enough to go noticed.
Yeah,
but
just a
but I
little,
will keep in mind that you opened one of the crates to get that, and would have had to have resealed it. So
No, it was the first one. It was the one he opened as well.
I mean that was out in the.
No, I opened it before him.
Use the light side point. Use the light side point. Wait, can light side points be used to affect the narrative?
I mean, that's what they're
Is
for,
that how
right?
they work?
So you
Is that
you
how
can,
they work?
It's not like Deus Ex Machina level of like guaranteed to do exactly what. It's kind of like
I was gonna say, to be fair, we could do that, and you just be like dark side point. No, you don't.
if it's something
Yeah.
completely. Yeah, it really depends. If it feels really wrong, I'll be like, you know. But in certain cases, you can do it.
You would have noticed anyway.
I mean,
Straight away.
they have thus far they haven't had a chance to inspect the entire shipment. So right now, they don't know.
Speaking of words, I've just put in in my items 4 portions of real spice.
Portions.
For doses.
Doses, that's
Right.
Portion.
All right. So as you
Sure.
guys are approaching, you start to see now on the horizon the area where the ship is. You don't see the ship because it's quite well hidden in like a little outcrop of rock, if you remember right. So you're gonna need to decide now what your plan is going forwards.
Oi, oi, oi. Give me some of that. Come on.
I give him one portion.
Misa was going to suggest real quick, Took, if Hisa give me the signal and what I do goes bad, Misa then give you a signal and you shoot him. Then we fight. Because Misa see this is the only way we get out of this.
I think you might be right, but we might be able to get out of this without.
Yeah, Misa hoping, but if it go bad, the signal from me to you is, I will say, Captain, shit.
Captain shit. You calling me a shit captain?
No, because otherwise the words would be the other way around. Misa say, Captain, shit.
Oh,
It's funny
Alright.
you mentioned that. Actually, I vaguely remember someone in the capital that used to do that. I can't remember who that might have been. No one.
No one. No chat.
Oh, what famous Star Wars character changes the words around in a sentence?
Oh,
Hmm.
yes.
Bip, you remember back in your visions, Master Yoda.
Misa, you should know. Misa have ignore the outburst. Misa have vague memory. Was he was let the Misa think he was very important. He's was like he's a blue color.
He's a blue.
Blue.
Is this right, Carlo? Was he?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Moving on.
What's going to be my signal?
Oh.
Your signal is when we all have to run away and run on the ship and go, fucking fly away!
I think that a situation would be that we should try to fly away.
Give us the spice anyway. I need it to talk.
So Zach, you said you were going to give him one, right? One dose? Yeah. Okay. So now that that's a full dose, we'll say that it counts because you had a slight little one. Plus this is a full one. So we'll count that as you've had 2 doses. So now you can ignore the effects of a single hard critical injury or easy or average, all right? If you take one during any battle that could occur in the next... Does it say how long it lasts? It doesn't really, does it?
No, yeah, it does. It says
Oh, until the end of a scene or combat encounter.
combat. Yeah.
All right. So we'll say at the end of the next combat encounter, this will wear off. As long as that's...
Is that you saying there's going to be a combat encounter?
No.
Yeah, it's either that scene or combat, right?
The next scene or combat, whatever happens going forwards, we will, as you guys are now approaching the area where you were going to land, we will take our quick second break for 7 minutes.
Nice.
Because it is 13 past. So we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final section of tonight's episode. We'll be very excited to see you there. I just cut that so abrupt. Let's bring my mic along.
Streets back.
Here we go. We are Backstreet's back, ladies and gentlemen, for the last part of the episode this evening. Okay. So,
do it.
the sort of mini convoy of shuttles out in the desert approach the craggy ravine where you had hidden the Crate Fang. As you all land you can't all fit into the alcove where the Crate Fang has been hidden, but there is like a plateaued area outside of it of stone that you can fit the shuttles on fine, and there are 3 shuttles now. So what we'll do is we'll use this same map for players' sake, but I'll add another shuttle in, which lands next to Zorum's. And Zorum, you see him get out of his shuttle, and you know what as well? I need to add the Crate Fang to this map as well now, don't I?
Lot of ships.
You do.
It's been some time since we've seen the Crate Fang.
Oh, does it work now?
Some of you longer than others. Rusty? Well, he didn't polish it, mate.
I paid him for a paint job.
Why did I make the token like that? It's
I mean,
so
we haven't fucking paid him the full price yet.
So... Hard to dob him in, and...
Okay, so the Crate Fang is there. You guys have landed. Zorum exits, and at this point you see, in disembarking from the other shuttle, a range of mercenary-like people. Sorry, I'm just copying and pasting some tokens. These guys sort of jump off the shuttle.
Oh,
look, it's tracks.
And some of they are. I had to reuse the token, alright. Some of them are armed. Not all of them. They don't look hostile. They're just, making themselves present. As Zora approaches, there's the old rust bucket.
That's my rust bucket now.
Yeah, it's in better hands. Trix was, well,
a slob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't really care for the aesthetics.
Oh, I'm thinking about getting it all done in nice golden chrome.
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You are not using all of the credits for that.
Oh, who says?
I mean, you are the captain, so...
Exactly.
Kalau has the money.
That is true.
Right. Where are these? Where are the Wookiees, then? On board, you said.
They're on board, yeah, they should be with you. We had the mechanic mind them.
At this point, you look over. The boarding ramp to the ship is down, and the ship is open.
Oh, hold on. Where is it? That's not good.
Are you in the practice of leaving your ship unlocked?
Well, no. Like we said, the mechanic was doing work on it.
The mechanic?
Yeah, told you. We had the mechanic do some work on the ship.
Which
That's why he was...
mechanic?
You know, the one
now
from...
that would be information.
Yes. Information that I am requesting.
Very well. What's this information to you?
Well, I like to know things.
And I like money.
I just paid you quite a large...
For a job? This is a different job, Zoran. We made that agreement.
We made that agreement on a small amount of good faith you had earned by doing a good job. That good faith isn't gonna last forever. I'll ask you again. The name of the mechanic. I can easily find out. There are only so many mechanics in Kowloon. It would take me but a day to find out which one you had been dealing with. For all you know, I already know.
There's no need for threats. Zoran.
I'm not threatening you. But I did ask a simple question, and A simple question deserves a simple answer, not a dance.
You will need to ask our engineer.
Where is he then? Have you all? Who's still on the ship and who has disembarked at this point?
I mean, I'm there for part of the plan.
I'm going to do my usual
I'm on
thing
the ship.
and stand on top of the ship, and I'm going to be eyeing up all the mercenaries that are there.
Okay, yep, sure. And Zakian, are you?
In the ship.
You're still hidden? Is it the assassin droid? Is he doubling up as a mechanic now? Or is
Of
it
course
this? Or is it this one? And he points at you a bit. Are you the mechanic?
You're so mistaken. Missa no mechanic. Missa muscle.
I'm gonna pull out my comm link. I'm gonna muscle.
Muscle. I like it.
I'm gonna
Don't
call
forget,
up.
I am a swole
Zakian.
Gungan.
Yeah, you are. What was that? Sorry, Kalal?
I'm gonna call up Zakian with my own comm link.
Okay.
Zakian,
Hello.
I require the information of the name of the mechanic that we hired on our ship.
Can't say I remember.
Zakian, can you make a deception check? Based on... Are you trying to convince him that that is your real voice? So this deception check is more not for the Sorry, let me think about this for a moment. It's not to determine whether or not you disclose that you are lying. It's to determine whether he's like, that's a fake voice. So this will be. He's a pretty insightful guy, so this will be a hard
Using
check.
light side.
You're going to use light side.
Fucking hell.
Perfect. Okay. Sure. So then, just make a deception check based on pretending that you don't know who the fella is. I will give you a blue dice because it's through a comm link, so there's no like body language to read. But I will give you a setback dice because he is pretty good at this. I'm ready for you, sir.
I'm gonna use another light side.
Are you actually?
No.
Alright.
All right. Go for it.
Fuck!
How curious. I don't know one man who is the mechanic of a ship that would hire someone and forget their name. But if it is so important to you not to tell me, then I will find out myself.
It is not important. Zakian, what is the name of the mechanic? Stop fucking around.
We got a couple of practical jokers on our in our crew. You see, they must get it from their captain.
I expected you to run a tight ship, Took.
Tight ship, me. Oh, I think you got me confused with some tight ass. That's not me.
Zoran, you wouldn't know anyone who is happening to hire, would you?
Hire. I've always got work available for people who do a good job. But let's finish up here.
Yes, this is wasting time.
Your ship. Shall we locate the cargo?
Z, would you be as kind as to bring out the cargo, please?
Affirmative. I'm gonna climb down from the ship and go into the crate Fang.
All right, so you go into the ship.
I'm gonna walk kind of up the ramp and then go into round into the front, on the other side of the ship, and I'm just gonna stand there for a bit for a couple of minutes, and then kind of walk back round to the ramp.
In the time that he's going up, I would like to try and initiate a negotiation with Zora.
All
right.
Because otherwise it's not as believable.
All right.
I've got to do exactly the same thing. So, Zoran, I think we're back at square one once again.
My favorite
1,000.
place.
1,000 for the bookies.
1,000.
That is what you offered, correct?
Yes, it is. You don't. That has surprised me.
Oh, I am simply reiterating your offer.
Oh.
1,500.
They are stronger Wookiees.
We have fed them well. They were malnourished, and I think that our labor and the credits that we put into feeding them should be rewarded.
Here's the thing. I wasn't paying for 3 malnourished Wookiees. I was paying for 3 Wookiees.
That is true. However, we brought those Wookiees back from malnourishment. There are logs that can prove this.
The problem is, this isn't the destination those Wookiees needed to be at, is it? I'm sure you're aware. They were on their way to Ryloth. So, it is incredibly inconvenient for my organization to now have to arrange further transport for them. I'm doing you a favor. I could obligate you to take the Wookiees to Ryloth. But I'm offering to pay you for the Wookiees now. And I will handle the rest. 1,000 credits, and you are free from your obligation.
You know that wouldn't be a... Well, did you just say free from my obligation?
I did.
Free from the Black Suns?
No. Is that what you want, is it, Took?
No. I just thought you were buying me out.
No. Why would I ever do that? You are so effective. No, I mean, you are free from your obligation to transport these Wookiees to Ryloth, the other side of the galaxy.
It's probably very smart because you won't want me going to Ryloth.
Well, you can do what you wish, Took. You're a big boy.
Yeah, that I am.
If you think about it, Took, there's nobody stopping you from going to Ryloth anyway.
No, not at all. Just mean, I'd get a little bit lost in all the blue.
Yes, I think you would. But my price remains 1,000 credits, and you do not need to worry about the Wookiees any further. 1,500 credits, and you will take them to Ryloth for me. Your choice.
I looked at Kalal.
We would end up spending more money if we went to Ryloth, you know that.
That is true. However, the prospect is a little tempting, I cannot lie. But you are the captain, so you will decide. Even if you are inebriated.
I just know what I'm like when I've got a beer real up my nose. We wouldn't be leaving... Well, I wouldn't be leaving Ryloth very easily.
You're still feeling the buzz, Took. I would have thought a small dose like that would have worn off by now.
I've been keeping my nose clean recently.
Ah, so you're... I understand. Your, droid is taking some time. I hope everything is going smoothly in there.
What? While I'm in there, I just want to do a quick check of the cockpit, and then also the room that they were originally being kept in. I want to have a look just to see if they're still hiding on the ship or if they're definitely not here.
You do a quick sweep, and they are not on the ship. You see tools just left in place as if they quickly got up and left immediately when you guys told them to hide. You don't see any trace of them on the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna come back out.
Mm-hmm.
The droids? What the fuck? The Wookiees are not here.
What?
What do
Seems
you
that
mean they're
way.
not here?
Where'd those
They're nowhere
stinking
to be
flea bags go?
The door's open. They're not here.
I'm composing myself with so much acting. Just gonna try and act so surprised and angry.
Z goes. Z sees them trying to act all like angry and stuff, and he goes, "Oh no."
I need Z took everyone who is present from the group needs to make a deception check.
Oh, buddy.
Now, I will
Deception.
make this a hard check.
Oh wow.
I will give you a blue dice because it is like a group effort, and you've organized this plan. And I will give you. I won't put any setback dice on. This is surprised him. I am ready for any rolls.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, yes. Convincing. With some threat.
Because you worked so hard through the reel.
Oh, I just realised earlier on I could have taken off that black dice on the charm check.
Oh, really?
I completely forgot about that.
That's your talent.
I
Right?
thought it was deception.
Oh, okay. Is that all four of you?
God.
That is
Bit
some
bit.
success and nothing, and
It's like
Okay,
two
so we'll
successes.
calculate this out. 3 successes, 1 failure. So 2 successes, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threat and 1 advantage. So it's 2 successes and
4 threat.
4 threat.
Can I use my my advantage to notice something about the situation?
Yeah, you can. You see Zoram. He's calm.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice his hand. He's sort of down by his side. He just sort of signals a little.
Okay.
And the Black Suns around him begin to. They head back into the shuttle and they begin to.
Mobilize.
Yeah. Things have headed. Turn a little bit south. What is this?
You are free to come and inspect yourself.
He
When you say the
gestures-
Wookiees are not on the ship, do you mean they're not? They are simply just not in their cell, or the entire ship? Z, did you search?
I searched the entire vessel. There do not seem to be anywhere.
You
Wookiees
lot.
are hard to miss.
Get
You
them
lot.
organic in there.
He turns around and he sends the 3 of them. He says, "Use 3. Get in that ship. I want you to turn every stone. Find those goddamn Wookiees right now." And they go in there. The 3 of them. You better not have any part in this. You left your Wookiees with a singular mechanic, is that right?
Yeah,
Did he know? Did he
was
know?
Did he know? Did he know? He was there for some conversations. We thought we could trust him.
You loose-tongued fool.
I told you on the comms that the huts had been sniffing around. You didn't listen to me.
So what are
Did
you
you
suggesting?
send-
That this is the huts?
They were eyes all over those Wookiees when we brought them into town. I
Oh.
needed.
Hold on, Zoran. You informed us that you were sending people to look when we informed you of the hut presence. Is there any foul play going on here?
Make some charm checks, boys.
Oh, God.
So,
Both of us.
I'm so
we'll go
stressed.
Kalol first because there would be some black die. How many can you reduce? Just 1?
Just the one.
Alright, so-
I'm so stressed.
I will remove the challenge dice that would be from any suspicions that he has arisen. But I am ready for a roll, sir.
Okay, oh God.
So just to clarify, I'm going to be following the guys around the ship.
Oh, we
What
love
can I-
that.
What do I do with the triumph? What can I do with that?
Okay, we'll just roll it as like this is a very good.
mega
Okay.
success.
This is a
right?
very good convincing roll. Okay, Z, just to quickly mention, if you were to head towards a ship, you stay. My men are capable enough of searching a ship. You've already failed once.
Your men are also capable of stealing.
Well, we'll check their
I'm
pockets
heading
on the way out.
inside. And
Used to.
I'm gonna head inside.
Okay. So, Kala, what did you say to him? Sorry. You said, "Is there any foul play suggested
I
within?"
I'm asking. Basically, I said that we had informed him that the huts were coming, that there were huts sniffing around, that he told us that he would send people to check it out, and then kind of insinuating, "Hold on a second, have you fucked us over?"
Oh.
I can assure you, I sent some men out here. If there is any foul play, then it would be against me as well. And he turns around, and the other two men here, used to. What the fuck have you done? And they're both there, just like sweating it out, like, what do you mean? So we had no part in this. We came out, we saw he's a quarren man, Sully from the lower ends. Watch your tongue. They were working on the ship, and then we left. There was no huts to be seen. You two better find those Wookiees right now. We better search the area. They can't have gotten far. What are you standing around for? Come on. And he starts to peer around the surroundings to try and find any kind of place that they could have perhaps be hiding, or perhaps they could have headed down. So he's going to go ahead and make a perception check. It's going to be pretty hard because of the weather here and stuff. It's a sandy environment. Tracks and things don't last long. In fact, this will be survival. He's not great at that. He's like full sweat mode. This doesn't make any sense. I will see to it you two are punished. Go on the shuttle. And they're like,
what we call now.
They both disappear into the shuttle.
Zoran, are you sure that you can trust the people that you are here with?
I don't allow for mistakes. It will be dealt with. Let's go on the ship and find what's going on. Z, so you went on the ship, and the three of them are just turning the place upside down, searching. They're like lifting the floor grates up and looking underneath in those crawl spaces. They're looking in the galley, everywhere.
While they're in there, I'm guessing like we've been on the crate fang long enough that I would know a few like hidey holes and stuff, especially watching Zakian.
Yeah, you've seen a couple places where Zakian is hidden.
Can I just kind of keep my eye out on like any movement in those specific areas, anything that might look slightly out of place?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you kind of have that knowledge of like Zakian is such a small creature that he fits in these really abstract places that a Wookiee would not fit. There's really not much in the way of hiding places for a full humanoid. You feel pretty safe in the knowledge that there are no Wookiees on board this ship. They are hidden elsewhere.
Okay.
And at this point, all that stuff goes on outside, and a few minutes pass, and you start to hear the sound of more people coming up the bench as Zoram heads into the ship as well. Are the rest of you following him?
Can I just ask?
Yeah, I'll be following.
Are there any of his men left?
So, Zakian, if you peek outside, everyone is gone now, and you see them all heading over to the Crate Fang.
All of them.
Everyone is.
The music's gone.
Oh, odd.
I think it was paused, right? Did you guys have it?
Yeah, I think you had it minimized.
Yeah,
Did I minimize it?
I think maybe.
Oh,
I haven't had it on all stream, to be honest, but sure.
There you go. So they're all. So they're all of his men have gone onto Great Fang.
yeah.
Apart from the two he sent away,
Well,
right?
Zakian doesn't know about those.
Yeah, but
'cause
he
he's
doesn't
hiding.
know that, yeah.
Oh.
So, to your knowledge, there are 7, 8 men aboard the Crate Fang right now, as well as your teammates, your partners.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over, sneak onto. Wait, can I see other ships? Their things are down, aren't they? Copy the word.
This top one, the boarding ramp is down. The other one is completely closed up.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up onto the one where it's open.
Are you sneaking your way towards this ship, or are you just casually?
Sneakily.
All right, make a stealth check for me, sir. This is gonna be.
I don't know what your play is here. This feels like a bit move.
This will be a hard. This will be a hard check. But with your size, I'll give you a blue dice. Go for it. All right. You sneak your way across, and as you get to the bottom of the boarding ramp, you like peek up, and you see the men inside, and they both look at you. What are you? Did Zoram send you over here?
Yeah, he says he needs you to go look in the ship.
But he just told us to.
I don't know. That's what he told me to tell you.
Make a deception check. This is going to have a black dice involved because they are.
I like this.
They are not. They've been told to stay here, so go ahead and roll.
Oh.
No. Do you want us to die or something? He's gonna. Oh. We're fucked. We are fucked.
I actually feel for these guys.
Nah, fuck them. They are literally slavers. Fuck them.
What? What are you doing anyway? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm with the other guys. Carlisle told me that Zoram told him to tell me to tell you guys to get on the ship.
Well, you better go and check with Carlisle that if Zoram really did say that.
You can't be a liar?
Yeah.
Why would I lie?
Well, I don't know, but I'm not leaving this.
Whatever, dude, it's your life. I'm gonna go walk out.
All right, so you back off as the two of them are sat there with their sort of heads in their hands, stressed out, like, what the hell are we gonna do? All right.
And I'm gonna walk back onto our ship.
So you guys on the ship now. Zoram has stormed up the ramp. He seems like anxious, like this scenario has put him in an uncomfortable position. And as he storms up the boarding ramp, where are those goddamn Wookiees?
I'm as miffed as you. My credits.
Screw your goddamn credits. This goes higher up than that took. We are fucked if we don't find those Wookiees. Me and
Well,
you.
We can get new Wookiees, surely. I could go to Kashyyyk. I could.
That's not the point. That's not the point. I don't make mistakes, Took. This looks bad on me.
Ugh.
The Hutts are gonna pay for this. The Hutts are gonna pay for this.
As they should.
Are they
Yeah,
on the
well,
ship? And the female comes over, the female human. Zoram, they're not here. We looked everywhere. They're gone. Shit. Make a search a perimeter. Get outside now, before the tracks are covered up. If they trek down into the desert, we'll find them. They won't get far.
Oh, I'll assist with that. I'm good at finding tracks.
No, I want you to stay in here. My men can cover it. We need to discuss. What happened now?
None of it.
It's dipped out again.
We need to
Shut down for a moment.
We need to discuss a story. What do we say? What do we tell the...
Before we get to that, Zoran, you are upset about these Wookiees going, and I am upset about my lack of credits. Looks like we are both not going to be happy with this outcome.
Well, there's no deal to be made currently, is there?
No, there is not. The question is, Zoran, How did the Hutts know that the ship was out here at this exact coordinate?
Did you disable the tracking beacon of this
Of
vessel?
course we did.
Did you?
Of course we did. I'm bullshitting. I don't think we
It's
did.
too patterned to have a tracking system.
Make a deception check. I'll remove
Okay.
the. Can you remove the black dice of a deception check, or is it just charm?
I think it is. Let me check. I don't think it's it's deception because that's what I thought it was. Charm.
Would they
No,
be
charm and
tracking
leadership.
our ship when they wouldn't know we were coming?
The
Would they
Hutts.
be tracking the crate fang?
The Hutts are
Oh, yeah.
fully aware that.
We
Well, you don't
stole
know.
the motherfucker.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You haven't.
True.
You haven't had
sorry. Do
any interaction with the Hutts since Tatooine.
True. Since we left, yeah. Got
you
ya.
want me to roll a deception check?
So you can't remove a
I
black dice.
can't. No, not with deception.
All right, go ahead.
Oof.
Hmm. Your mechanic, where is he? We should ask him. If he disabled the tracking system, he would be responsible for it, no?
He assured me that it was disabled. He did as fine a job on the one that we just stole.
Fair enough.
That means, Zoran, that someone informed them beforehand. And I don't know if that's from your end, but it can't be from ours, because it is us here currently. That is our team. We don't have a group or faction. It is this crew and this crew alone.
I will see to it that an internal investigation is undergone. I will find anyone who dared to cross me.
I would only ask, Zoran, that this not tarnish the successful job that we have recently underdone. I understand that this is a difficult situation to digest, but it seems like one that is out of our hands.
This doesn't seem to be your fault. In my short experience with you and my long experience with Took, mistakes are far and few between. They are not common. But this is, if it were to be discovered that this was your doing, this is a fairly large mistake. One that could permanently tarnish mine and yours and your reputation.
Then it is a good job that it is not.
Like I said, I will conduct an internal investigation to find any mole or leak, starting with those two imbeciles who were supposed to check this area. There is also the whereabouts of this mechanic. If the Hutts took the Wookiees, then why would they take him?
Collateral.
I suppose.
And that would insinuate that this mechanic would not be left alive unless he was working with the Hutts. Perhaps he is the one.
That's not impossible to believe. He was working on a Hutt pod racer, to my knowledge.
Is that the case? We were not aware of this.
You need to do your research.
I will take that as it is.
Do you took this mechanic, Sully? Have you worked with him before, or is this a new relationship?
This is a new relation. You know what? You know what I'm like. I don't tend to travel into Kowloon often. I like to stay with the Rakwadan.
It was my understanding that you were quite fond of Secreto, is it?
Well, what are you bringing up her for?
No reason.
Huh? Nothing to do with this.
It is besides the point. It would seem there is a likely possibility that this Sully was in fact working with the Hutts. But we will not jump to conclusions. We will see what the situation is outside. Yes?
There is one thing I can. Glebe.
Glebe,
yeah. I heard from Glebe that there was a shipment of real coming in. And he was the one, let's put it this way. I'm pretty sure I knew that this was going to be real because of Glebe. Apparently he works for the Hutts now. I didn't even know he worked for the Hutts, but he's my usual spice guy here on Homeworld.
Did you disclose any information to Glebe?
I didn't know, but I'm pretty sure that he may or may not have been associates or friends with our dear Sully.
That womp rat. Make a charm. Make a deception check or a charm check, whichever. We'll go deception.
Oh my god, the lies we're spinning.
The web of lies.
We need to remember
God.
everything.
Yeah, I'm ready for your roll, sir, to deceive your.
Oh,
friend,
here we
yeah.
go. Oh!
Oh, that's
Oh
awful.
no.
That's the real for you.
That's a real.
Glebe. He is nothing but an insignificant pawn in a much larger game. Glebe. He does not have the balls to do something like this. But I will look into it, Took.
Yeah, it's only a suspicion. I just know that he definitely works underneath the Hutt cartel.
Like I said, I will look into it. Let us go outside and see if my men have discovered anything. And he starts walking back outside down the ramp. So you guys follow him out immediately?
Mhm.
I'm going to be following as well.
I'm gonna pause for a second just to take that sigh of of relief. Fuck me. I think real life me is more stressed than Kala.
Is this meaning everyone's off the ship?
Oh.
Yeah.
The ship is empty right now, yeah.
Including his went right. Okay, cool.
Right, I'm gonna be sitting on the ship that we were on, and as they
So
walk
you're
out,
on the shuttle.
and as they walk out, I'm gonna say, "So did we get the credits for the Wookiees?"
Unfortunately not. They're not here.
Sully
Oh.
double-crossed us.
Well, we don't know that for a fact, but it is our best suspicion.
I don't trust tentacles.
I told you should have just let me work on the ship.
And at this point, you hear, Zoram, I think I found something.
Oh fuck.
Oh no!
No.
Wait.
And that's where we're going to leave it this week.
No, remember Sam.
I had a thing.
No.
Oh,
You
going
motherfucker.
so well. It was
Now
so
I know how
well.
it feels.
I'm gonna write this down.
You write it down.
I'm gonna write this down.
Oh, he's
Oh, that
note taking. He's note taking, everyone.
Oh. Hey. The subterfuge, the lies, the deceit.
My
it's
God,
so
you know
spicy.
That was so fucking good.
that critical success really spun things in your favor in like terms of your story, because it really worked out nicely for you guys in that regard. Because that
Well,
could have gone a
I'm
whole nother way.
Yeah. I'm glad
I was fully expecting fighting at the end of this.
So
I
would
really
I.
did think it was going to happen.
Well,
But
it's
I
not.
just begged to the lords that exist that we get like some kind of break and they're able to negotiate something.
Right.
God damn.
Don't worry, lads. We'll kick off next week. I've got this. Don't worry.
Bip's got a plan, which might be
Bip.
great. Who knows?
Listen, when Bip has a plan, it goes well.
Does
Sometimes.
that mean that Mitch should prepare for like the complete opposite of what he thinks is about to happen?
I mean, I got a stat block for Zoran prepared during the first break because I was like, this is going to go south. Oh no. But it hasn't got there yet.
No. What
Yeah.
I've got planned doesn't involve
Well,
fighting.
It was
Just
very
yet.
close. It was very close to that point, but you kind of spun it your way.
I think we've handled that well.
In terms of experience this week, you guys have managed to sort of weave your way through a very tricky predicament. It's not quite come to its climax yet, so I'll be awarding 5 experience because you are just sort of, this scenario is boiling at this moment, and we're getting into the meatiness of it. If there's anything any of you guys feel you deserve experience for, say it now or forever hold your peace.
I feel like swinging him into believing the story.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's a 5 experience right there for Kalal, because that is you using your charm and stuff to just perfectly.
I think I've deserved that for the sweat and stress that I have.
True.
Hour and a half.
I mean,
True.
I slept a lot, so
You gained 1 wound from your rest, sir.
Stealing the real spice that it took didn't get absolutely fucked.
That is a ballsy move, but I don't know if it's worth experience points. I should have asked you what you were doing in the shit when you said you were hiding in there. I just assumed you were scared of like this negotiations.
this motherfucker. We've turned Zach in already. He's one of us.
Well, maybe
One of us.
Ooh, all right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, ladies and gentlemen, this Monday evening. We will be back again next Monday at 7 o'clock. So be there or be a fucking nerd. Or be a nerd and be there. That would be cool too.
Listen, be a nerd and be there. Bip's got a plan.
Sorry, Date 20. Bip's got a
You got
plan.
banned again.
Make sure you come along to JM12 tomorrow at 7 for the F1 race if you're into that. Make
Indeed.
sure you
Thank you very
catch
much,
Dirty
Mitch.
20 live on Sunday because it's going to be fun. Have we got an Eyes to the East
Well,
plan
it
this
is.
week, or is that up in the air still?
I mean, I can run it. However, as you can tell by my wonderful setup behind me, my kitchen's renovated. So,
Gotcha.
it's very
Touch and go.
yes, but I think there could be if
It
you
would
guys
have
want to play.
be tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday.
So keep an eye out on the Twitter. I'll put a tweet out if I'm gonna be involved in that. But if not, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next Monday. And may the force be with you. Take it easy, people. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I've got